Can you people hear me? It's showing my microphone ain't working. Good morning, Psychobabble, Kiki Eyes, Art of Deduction, Mrs. Cold Truth. I already said Psychobabble. I'm just sitting here having some coffee, trying to go through. I'm trying to find my checks. I am trying to find my checks so I can go ahead and start doing bill day. Writing all bills up. I know I had them. Oh my God. All right, did you folks see that Patrick Scott, they found a whole bunch of unmarked VHS tapes in his possession, and they found some other disturbing things. So for now, we are going to put he is going to be a suspect in what did I just do with my checks? Put him on the list as a suspect in the Delphi case and maybe other cases that, we'll have to see what's on them tapes. Did I say good morning to Miss Cold Truth? I think I did. Frank, some great lives yesterday. You did a live, and then I think you went on criminalities last night. Did a live. Oh, Frank, I got that exact microphone as you. I got that Yeti, just like you got black and everything. You got to turn that. You got to point the mic up, straight up and down. It's not a dynamic mic like if you're singing where you talk into the top of it. Yeah, blue Yeti. It ain't blue, it's black though, just like yours. All right, now I found my checkbooks. Where are the checks I had in them? Good God. I really got to start getting organized here. All right, I'm going to write this down. What we spent this morning. All right. I'll tell you what, it don't seem like December. It does not seem like December, but it's December 1st. Now, what the heck did I do with them checks? God dang it. What did I do? I could have swore I had it sitting right out here. Well, it should be all fixed now. I got myself a new laptop, so just setting everything up. I could tell you what, you kids go through phones and laptops like they're water. Like they're water. Let's see what Psychobabble said. I bet you still have boatloads of VHS tapes. No, I don't. No, but we want to see what's in them tapes that Patrick Scott's got. And I believe they're going to start uh, checking the rest of his property to see if there's any more remains left on his property. And if you shave that beard off of him, and he just had a goatee, yeah, he looks somewhat similar, and his stance and walk is the same. So we'll see. It's just something to check into. Better to be safe than sorry. Better to be safe than sorry. Might as well check it out. I need a new laptop so bad. Victus Hyper, what's that? I have Victus Hyper. Oh, hey, I want you guys. Wait, action. On that cold, weary day, this bridge guy walked down the bridge. And then, oh, there it is. Bango, face shot. You ain't got your own bridge guy, do you? Or do you? Do you? Art of deduction. Yeah. I'm really getting upset now because I know I just had a whole stack of checks that I just cleaned out my drawers a couple of days ago. Good God, I hope I didn't throw them away. I'd have to go to the bank and get some more. Laptop, yeah, excuse me, a laptop would be nice. I could use one too. Culture. I could use a new computer for recording music, for Pro Tools. Yeah, Frank, I don't think it was your computer, your laptop. It might have been the settings on your microphone. See, if you turn it down like this, like you usually do, you don't hear it too good then, right? Because you're like talking into the top of it. But the microphone is designed for 360 degrees, not up and down. You got to talk into it. So you got to turn the microphone like so. So you speak right into it, and then it picks it up pretty good. Don't worry, Frank. I've been into music for a long time, recording and all that stuff. I know what I'm talking about, Frank. You might have me on this computer stuff, digital and all this crime fighting stuff, but I got you on recording. I can record some stuff. I'll let you have the crimes. The recording is mine. You are hired. No, I'm not hired. No, I'm retired. That's what you need to say. You're retired, not hired. Too old for this crap, Frank. Rick Snay. I'll tell you what. I hope we got cameras. I bet you JLR's there. Get a hold of JLR. Tell him to record the whole thing. We'll put it out as Richard Dreyfuss goes to court. I'm sorry. When I look at that dude, I'm like, we got a Richard Dreyfuss number 2. Hey, Frankie, you ladies out there, be safe. White lung is here. Came from Japan or China, spread to the Netherlands, and first report or case of it the other day in Ohio, and within 2 days, it's already spread into Massachusetts. So you folks be safe, although it is only affecting the younger people. But I see a lot of you over there coughing and everything on the YouTube boobity boo boo tube. So just be safe. And it's something that usually antibiotics cures it, or some people beat it themselves if they have a good immune system. But if they give you antibiotics, you kids take them. You take them all the way. Don't when you start feeling good, you stop taking them. No, you even when you're feeling good, finish the prescription all the way through. Young kids, I got to do everything. I got to be a surgeon. I got to be a doctor. I got to be recording artist. I got to do all this stuff. Let's see. Come out of retirement to make me some background music, Johnny. I'll pay you. What country is that in art? He's in Netherlands. It went from China to the Netherlands, and then supposedly from the Netherlands to America. Who knows? That's what the scientists are saying. They're calling it white lung. I'm like, why are you using my Indian names? It's like some Indian, Native American Indian with him. What is it you have, grandfather? My grandson. I have white lung from the white wolves of white lands. It sounded good when I tried it. How awesome would it be watching Lupus and Snaky in court? Oh, Noe? Was that the guy that was over there, or the woman upsetting Frank the other day? Nah. What kind of background music do you need, Mrs. Cold Truth? She said something about background music. You need a beat? Oh my God, what is going on here? Right now, I don't want to be a miser. Why can't you give me something like that? Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away. Why can't you give it out of my office? Country, not country, for Pete's sakes. Oh, you mean some country music? For background, or are you talking about Mr. Frank? Just some instrument. Oh, you mean real peaceful, calm guitar playing. Something really peaceful and calm. How about something airy? I mean, you are a crime channel. It'd be ching, 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 cha, 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 choo, choo, ching, 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 cha, 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 choo, choo. Something spooky, right? Something that grabs him by the gonads and says, cold truth is live. My God, what a bad day. It's already starting off bad. I'm sitting here looking for it. God, I cannot believe I'm going to have to go to the bank and get more checks. I just had them. What did I do with them? Oh, he's in the USA? Our deduction is? Well, that explains the madness in our country now. All along he's been saying he's in the Netherlands. He's right here in America. That would explain everything. Right? All the women are like, Johnny, can you get tickets to that guy that looks like Harry Connick Jr.? Like, who are you talking about? The art of deduction guy. He's all the way in Netherlands. I can't get tickets all the way out there in Netherlands. No, he lives here in America. Well, that explains it. Well, all the teeny boppers have gone crazy. Oh, snays in America? Oh, yeah. Well, there's no other place that would probably hold the snake. He's probably got stipulations where he can't live in another country. This is cold truth. Do you know where my checks are? Some people some people say you have special powers. I know Frank does. Frank will point them right out. Oh, I know where your checks are, Johnny. I'm sure you do, art of deduction. But I'm going to ask Mrs. Cold Truth this morning. Matter of fact, where are you at, Frank? Where are my checks? I seen the Art of Illusion. That movie. Don't play games with me. Here 1 minute, gone the next. I know I had them dang checks somewhere. Probably in my bedroom when I was cleaning out my drawers. Watch, I shredded them. Watch, I shredded. Oh, hey, you want to hear something freaky this morning? I woke up this morning and I opened up the blinds and there was a baby squirrel. Scared the crap out of me. It was on my window. It was connected to the screen. It was like a flying squirrel. It sprawled out. I'm like, what in the heck? And it just crawled up and down the screen, looking inside the apartment. It could have been rabies. It might be rabies, Frank. Crazy squirrels eating people out here in America. Cold truth. Have you checked in at all? If you're here, man, have you checked into the Patrick Scott case now 200 feet away. Can you imagine what the parents went through? All along, their little daughter was 200 feet away from them at the next door neighbor's house. How crazy, folks. The only reason I say we need to look at Patrick Scott in the Delphi case is because that's the type of person that would commit the crimes in open. Very risky. How risky it is to kidnap someone that works for you. This young lady worked for him at his landscaping business or whatever. She lives next door to you, and you kidnap her, kill her, and you put her in your. That's the type of person that would pull off Delphi. So we got to put him on the list, and we want to see the tapes, all the tons of VHS tapes, and we want to see them. What's on them? Who's on them? I mean, we don't want to see no sick stuff, right? But we want to know, is there a big victim list? And there might be. There very well might be. Now, I know all you guys on the crime channels and everything, you're so focused on this whole paperwork thing, right? Who leaked what, where, when, how many leakers were there, and this was illegal, that you can't do that, you can't. I know you guys are more intelligent when it comes to paperwork. But with my half a brain, and I just put certain dots together. It's an open case. It's not closed until the police and the government comes out and say, Delphi case is completely over and done with. It ain't going to be that way. We're going to keep bringing people to the list of suspects until they find people. And this guy lives right in Indiana. When I first seen his photo, I was like, is that Jeff? Which I love, Jeff, I forget his last name. Jeff and Bridges, Jeff Bridges. He looked like Jeff Bridges. I had to take a double take. You remember Crazy Heart when Jeff Bridges did that movie Crazy Heart? That country, he was a country singer, an alcoholic and everything, a great singer, songwriter, just didn't make it. He looks like Jeff Bridges. They don't close case that are that are in the I don't know, but this is an open case. And we got to put him on the list of Delphi. Very brazen to take your next door. Well, it really ain't. We've seen this before with Chadwell, with Brian Chadwell. James Brian Chadwell, whatever his name was. But very brazen, very risky. To kidnap your next door neighbor's daughter, kill her, and then you burn her in your garage. You burn your whole garage down. Right next door. How? Oh man. That is crazy. I'm going to refill my coffee real quick. I don't know. I would think they would. I would check him out. Chadwell was next level statistic. He was prepared for that poor little girl. I'm wondering if we got it right the first time. There was 3 girls in the Delphi case. One got kidnapped for this club. The other 2 lost their lives. So Chadwell was picked up shortly after Delphi with that girl. And that young lady survived, thank God. Chadwell, cold truth, was also one that talked on social media about belonging to a gang, a club. A club is a gang. My relatives was part of the state that treated her at Riley. Thank God she survived. These sickos were talking about doing very sick things to her for their club. Yeah, and I try and tell these club guys, why Big John and the rest of these guys, the original guys that started these clubs, these MC clubs, you know why they backed out and left the clubs? Because, and I quote, most of these guys, it turned into something that they did not support. It went from just getting together, a bunch of guys from the military hanging out, riding their bikes and everything, drinking beer, to illegal activities. And most of these guys backed out and said, "We don't want it. I don't want it no more. I'm backing out." It's not what it started off to be, and it's turned into a crazy mess. That's why a lot of the big guys backed out of control of some big MC clubs because it just got radical, crazy. Now, of course, just because I say I'm putting Patrick Scott on the list at Delphi doesn't mean Richard Allen didn't play a part in it. This all might have been planned, and right, it might be everything they were talking about on their social media connects and all that, clubs and prostitution and everything. Very, very serious stuff. Are you in Indiana, Johnny? Yes, ma'am, I'm in Indiana. Everyone keeps telling me I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm like, listen, I live out here. I read the newspaper every day. I watch the news every day. This stuff that the government about out here, Doug Carter, all these guys, way before the Delphi case, was true. There's a problem in Indiana. Cold truth, I'm from Chicago. They brought me out here to keep an eye on you folks, the crime con community. I know people are like, wait, you live in Indiana? I've been here for about, I don't know, 30 some years. But you're from Chicago. That's right. I was born and raised in Chicago. Left Chicago in my 20s to go work. Worked for a living. Moved out here because I got family down south there. No, I know a lot of people say related to the great James Dean. Some say. No, I didn't have Little Bastard painted on the back of my car, which is the same color of James Dean's Porsche. But no, not me. Ever heard of the Invaders? Nope. Never heard of the Invaders. Is that an MC club? Nope. Never. Ah, there's Bridge Guy pulling a wagon. You ain't got reenactments like this, Art of Deduction. Let me see you try and get reenactments like this. It was the FBI shutting them down. All the MC Club. Cold Truth. Let's see what Psychobabble says. Hey, Cold Truth, have you ever seen Psychobabble? That can't be the real Psychobabble. I watched Mr. Psychobabble before. He's the one always going after the Ryan Upchurch Creek Squad, but I think he calls them Crack Squad or something like that. If that is you, Mr. Psychobabble, you can use your real face and your real channel to come in here. You don't have to. You don't have to disguise yourself. You're welcome to come in here. He's a very smart man. I was asking him questions about uh, Kylie Rodney's car, the vehicle she was in. If there was a safety pool inside for the back hatch for people to get out of, because he knows that vehicle pretty good. He's battling right now with Ryan Upchurch in the Creek Squad over the Kylie Rodney case. No, I never heard of the Invaders. No, I'm usually up to date with the real MC clubs, Hell's Angels, Nomads, Odins, uh, the Dogs, the Warlocks, the Banditos, and stuff like that. The real MC clubs. Now, these Invaders, they might be a branch or a different chapter of the MC clubs, but I've never heard of the Invaders. I've never seen any patches like that out here. I've seen the Mongos out here. I've seen one or two Hells Angels, and I've seen the Odin patch, which is a genie. It's like I believe it was like a genie or something. Mrs. Cold Truth, did you find my checks yet? Some say you have superpowers. Just joking. I'm just joking. Cannot believe it. I'm going to have to go and I'm going to have to tear my whole bedroom apart. But All right, folks, I got to go through this paperwork and see if I can't. So if you hear papers being flipped around, it's just me going through this crap to look for my checks that I had. Why am I so disorganized? So what are you thinking, Mrs. Cold Truth, if you're still here? Good God. Can't these people just leave me alone?
Yeah, this is John Kramer. Give me a message. Thank you.
Realize I don't want to be a miser. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Oh my God. I hope I didn't shred them. They are calling for past of rent. What are you talking about? Past of rent? My rent ain't even due yet. Why do these people think they know? I don't know. These people got serious problems. Serious problems. Anyways, you folks be safe. That new pandemic's out here. Spreading like wildfire. Okay, it's not in this pack of stuff. They're actually connecting this place with a MC club or somebody to it or something. Which might be connected to what they're saying. Here's the thing: they got people living out here in Indiana, and I think Doug Carter's talking about. Yeah, I don't know what these people are doing, but I just felt that they're doing something. But anyways, Doug Carter was talking about something that made sense. I don't have a mask. You know what, Psychobabble? You wouldn't last 5 minutes. You wouldn't last 5 minutes, punk. And you are a punk. You're probably one of these dudes that are looking for in the Delphi case. But I'm not going to let you trigger me today. Bendejo. And I suggest you folks have your mask on and wash your hands. Because this stuff's spreading like wildfire. I'm not going to let them trigger me. This is called truth. I'm not going to let him do it. His whole demise today is trying to come here. He knows I have a disability. So what does he do? He picks on me. Right? He picks on me because he knows I got a disability. But these are the dudes we look for. The ones that like to pick on people. Children. elderly people. These are the people we want. Here's the thing, I don't know if this idiot's in the United States or not. He could be all the way on the other side of the country. That's why I'm saying it's gone too far. We got to clean the whole world. We got to start over. We're with you, Mr. Trump. Sorry, psychobabble. It's just a matter of time. Nothing I could do for you. I wish I could help you, but you are just a troll with no. Mrs. Cold Truth, would you want to be a mod? I'm just asking. Would you want to be a mod? You don't have to be here all the time, but it won't even let me go to that idiot's channel. See, it won't even let me go to his channel. It won't even let me find out who the idiot really is. It can't be Psychobabble, the YouTuber. Right? If that's the case, then he is scared because he will not come into people's channels underneath his own name. So I know it's somebody that's copying his channel. Plus, I think he's a hacker. He talks about IP addresses and hacking people or looking people's names up or stuff. Hear me out now, United States government. Let me see what Mrs. Culture says. I'm fine with that. As long as your mod expectations are low. What do you mean? No, you're not going to have to sleep with me. What do you think I am, Anthony Greeno? No, Mrs. Culture. That was rude. I shouldn't have said that. No, you ain't going to have to do any of that stuff. Just be a mod. Well, the only reason I ask you is because you know these idiots. I mean, you don't know them, but you know trolls, right? Idiots. No, there will be nothing like that involved. As Anthony Greeno took his mod abilities a little bit too far. Here, I'm going to. There you go, Mrs. Cold Truth. You know, it's just a little bit too much for my little Debbie Fox one mod to do. And I probably make Bella a mod when she comes back in again. But it's too much for one little lady to do. Oh, Lord, I don't mean that. Don't be pretension. Greeno's live. I don't know. No, you don't have to fill out a resume and send nudes to be my to be a mod. No, Mrs. Culture. He's in a wheelchair and has nothing to do. Who? Pendejo? Yeah, we all got problems. Right? We all got problems. I'm sorry for Bendejo, but I let Bendejo in here so many times. He just changes his name. He's got psychiatric problems. One day he changed his name 5 times. I don't know. What is wrong with the world? I have no idea. But I am after this morning when they came out and said that they had a whole box full of VHS tapes with Patrick Scott. That was shocking. Everyone's like, "You're kidding me." No. Let's see what's on them VHS tapes and see if how many people are on there. YouTube. Let's see what she's done here. She posted something. Let's see. Can someone tell me how somebody unbelievable? Can somebody tell me how somebody with one video has 700 and something subscribers? Psychobabble. How you get all them subs when you got one video? I think you might lay in that category of what Grip was talking about, where you've been buying your subs. He's got one video. And he judges me on everything I do. Idiot. Well, I can't say idiot no more. One of the people I've been, she made a good point. Well, maybe people don't like you because you're calling everybody idiot. Because everybody's idiots. But she's right. I shouldn't be calling people idiots. You're not an idiot, Psychobabble. That's not the real Psychobabble, though. That's another account. Is upsetting me. All right, what are we at? We are at an hour. You know, I noticed, Mrs. Cultures, why won't it let us? Let me see that account one more time, Psychobabble. You know, you're allowed in here, but if you could please be respectable to the ladies and community. And what's funny is how come it won't? There's no about. Hold on. Boy, did they really change stuff up or what? It won't even let you report that channel if you wanted to. Even if you wanted to. Hold on, let me see. Oh, they changed it up. They changed it up. So now where it says more about this channel, you click on that and then you could report them. Then you could report them. Uh-huh. All right, so they changed YouTube up big time. Well, you best behave, Psychobabble, because now I know where your channel is. Keep it up, and I'll have to report you. And please be respectful to the ladies in my chat. Do you think this is Anthony Greeno's chat? I don't think so. Nothing against Mr. Greeno. Hopefully he got himself some help. Hopefully he got himself some help. Will you quit talking? No, I want you to see that. Do you see what he's saying? I can tell you this much, psychobabble. How sickening are you? Granted, she is a beautiful woman, but you are sick. Spankings? You got a problem. Real sicko, and I'm wondering if maybe, just maybe, with my spider tingling senses, that you might be another creator using an alt account or a fake account. There's way too much, you know way too much about Miss Crime Geek, which no one can find Miss Crime Geek's channel. I had one of my greatest mobs looking and could not find her channel. Could not find it. So please be respectful to the women. If anybody's going to do any spanking around here, it's going to be me. Now, Mrs. Cold Truth, do you have... What's that she just posted? You shouldn't have posted that because sicko psychobabble will find her channel, stalk her. Wait a minute, I'm already subscribed to that lady. Is she like a doctor or a nurse or something? I'm already subscribed to her. I think I've seen her in another channel or something a while ago, and I think it was your channel, Miss Cold Truth, and I subscribed to her. She was talking. I think I've seen her on your channel. She don't care about trolls. She already deleted with Greeno. She's well, tough little cookie, good. Now, do you let stuff like that on your channel, Mrs. Cold Truth, like Psychobabble, what he just said in chat? Or do you get rid of them people? I'm too free and open on this channel. I let people come in and say what they want. I don't block them or time them out, but maybe I should be. That's my problem. She doesn't care about it. Let's see, Psychobabble said that wasn't offensive. No, not to me. It wasn't. But maybe to Mrs. Crime Geek it was. Then again, Mrs. Crime Geek might not care. She might be a wild little lady herself, so it might not bother her. I'm just asking to see how to run a proper crime or even a proper chat. Right? I tell my mods not to block anyone and only delete comments that are disparaging. Hold on, let me put my glasses on. Towards victims and their families. Ah, okay. Yeah, you don't want people to be disparaging against the towards the victims or their families. Yeah, I know, but they pick on everybody. They come in here and they just pick on everybody. Me, and then they pick on little Debbie. Mrs. Cold Truth, if you don't want to be a mod for some reason, always come in here, or you can come in here and say, I don't want to be a mod, and I'll gladly take your wrench away. I just thought it was too much for. I only had one mod that is always here. She's always here. Top mod. And with all the trolls that I get in here and them saying bad things, uh, it's a lot. It's heavy for her, for one mod to do. It's pretty. Bendejo owns 51% of your channel. I don't know. They keep telling me this. It's cold truth that someone else owns 51% of my channel. Is this channel you want unblocked, Psychobabble? Oh, I blocked him many a times, Bendejo. Troll, he's one of these guys. He's one of these other YouTubers in the crime community under a fake account or something. Good morning, Miss Pickles. How are you doing? What happened to your turkey last night? My my computer went crazy. I don't know. I'm hoping Debbie shows up here. She was sleeping. I don't know. I hope she shows up. Where is that? If she don't, that's no biggie. She's a busy lady herself. But what happened? My computer messed up last night, and you were talking about you burned your turkey. You got cut hours at work, and then my computer went crazy. Mrs. Cold Truth, my lockup tank, I got some of these big dogs in there. I haven't seen no Benny Keys, whole bunch of them in my lockup tank. And these guys are so good. They change the names. I wonder if they're conspiring together. And they actually make sentences, right? Saying bad things about me, saying bad things about the women. And I think they're like communicating with each other. And they'll actually spell sentences in my lockup tank. Real psychos, like a Zodiac killer and everything, leaving messages and stuff. I'm like, these people are cuckoo. Pickles, what happened morning? I woke up at 3 a.m. for my turkey cooking. I fell asleep, forgot my turkey was cooking. Oh my God. Did it burn the house down? You're lucky to be alive, little lady. These women are independent women. They take care of kids, work, and cook. Sometimes they sleep, but at the wrong time. Oh my God. It probably burnt the whole house down around you. And you woke up and you were safe, but the rest of the house was burnt down. My little Debbie, if you are watching, come into chat. I think she might be sleeping or just waking up. My house burning down. I had those can extinguishers above the stove. Oh my God. You're lucky you're alive, aka Pickles. But white stove is black. Oh, your stove turned, it was a white stove and it turned black. Peacocks are beautiful. Yeah, I had a whole bunch of peacock feathers here, but I think I was allergic to them. Plus a guitar player that I was pretty fond of, Stevie Ray Vaughan, had a peacock tattooed on his chest. But that people asked him about that tattoo, about peacock. Why you got a peacock on your chest? And he liked them because they're very beautiful birds and they strut their feathers. Well, everybody know when Stevie Ray Vaughan got on stage, he strutted his feathers. Right? He was a peacock. There was nothing Jimmy or Stevie Ray Vaughan couldn't play. They farm peacocks out here. This is cold truth. I'm in Amish country up here. Nothing but fields around in Amish. Small little town, but they raise peacocks out here. So the Amish are always selling peacock feathers. Hearts D. Lori. Wait a minute. Bridge lady in a post office suit. Very possible. Very possible. Very possible. Anyone watching that lives here, the mail has arrived. You worked last night, have all day to get caught up. You worked last night. What is it, a 24/7 dollar store? 24/7? I don't know. Little Debbie, where is she? Let me see it. Let me message her. Whatever you do, Mrs. Culture, don't let any of these people talk you into letting any of these big dogs out of my lockup tank. I know what you're going to say. Let them all be free. But they'll just attack us again, Miss Culture. I either have evening shift or a few days or on call when they need me. Excuse me. How are you on a dollar store? We are not free in Bendejo. No, just get it out of your mind. You are Bendejo, you idiot. Excuse me for saying idiot. I'm trying to cut back on calling people idiots. I won't. Mods can't do that. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I am an idiot. Never took this job, but I am stuck. I'm just wondering how you're on call at a dollar store. What is dollar store? Is dollar store Progress, where they give you a beeper and every time they call you, you got to come into work? Is it a 24-hour store? Where is this dollar store? I got to check it out. This is unbelievable. 24-hour open. It's got special stalls in the back for bathrooms. It lets people walk down the aisles and test the food before they buy it. I gotta I gotta go to this place. I am so mad now that I cannot find my checks. All right, let me see what AK is saying. All right, employees who want to leave early or deliveries come, then you can, okay. But mostly coworkers place sick card or things pop up. They can't work all the schedule. And the other store is closed. Manager says she can't find enough workers and the health is really bad. The health plan, only way to get more hours is at another store. Dang it. The health plan is bad or their health, meaning. Manager's health, one store is bad. Maybe, I don't know. Do you guys wash your hands there and wear a mask? I don't know. I'll tell you what, diseases are starting to catch up to the humans, to the human body, right? Eventually, being sick all the time, it wears on the immune system. She has cancer. Oh, God. Oh, for the love of God, please. Well, we're praying
John
for her.
Kramer, leave me a message.
God bless.
Thank you.
Hopefully she makes a speedy recovery. She don't feel good. She closes. Deliveries need to be taken in. Well, then maybe you will get them hours, Pickles. Maybe you will get more hours if she's sick and she can't be there. Are they calling and hanging up? I hope, but I am about to quit. Is who calling who? Pickles. No, this phone rings 24/7. When my computer got hacked, they must have got my number. Plus, there was a little old lady that was passing out everybody's numbers that lives here in case of emergency. And somebody got a hold of the number and gave it to everybody. Now my phone rings all morning, all afternoon, and until about 7 o'clock at night, 8 o'clock at night, and then it stops. It's probably a telemarketer or something system, or who knows. I don't answer my phone unless it's family or authority. You know. I got caller ID. So if someone calls me and it don't pop up on my caller ID, I don't answer it. What does that tell you about the world where nobody wants their name to be associated with their phone? They must be doing something bad. If you have a telephone and you call someone, they got caller ID and it comes up, you know, no caller or whatever. Or no, I don't answer the phone. I've had people call me all day and night trying to sell me stuff, trying to. Got a business proposition for you. Really? What? Worms. 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 How much you need? I need about 1.5 million. We are going to harvest worms. I think I'm out. I think I might be able to. I think I'll save that 1.5 million that I don't have and invest it into something that don't have to do with worms. Although it's a great deal if you're fishing. But you're the last person with landline. Yeah, that's how they've been. Well, see, technology has come so far now. If you got a cell phone, bingo, bango, they know exactly where you are, when you are, where you're at, 24/7, folks. And I knew that because I was paying attention to the technology that eventually you won't be able to hide. So I stick with landlines. And not that I have anything bad that I'm doing. It's just technology. If you don't know anything about it, even a computer these days, they know exactly where you're at. I have one too, never use it, but pay them, pay arm and a leg. Yeah, yeah. The government wanted to give me one being I'm on disability or SSI or whatever it is for free. And I'm like, I really don't need one. Right. I got an old phone. It ain't connected, but I use it for film. Like when the old building burnt down in town here, I took my phone, even though it's not connected. I can still call 911 on it, but I don't have any airtime on it, so I can't call anyone other than the police. And I think the fire department. But I took that phone and went down there and recorded that. And that was the day where they had to let it burn because the water tower out here ran out of water and they just couldn't get water. We're in the makes of putting up a new water tower and they couldn't get water here fast enough. They called another uh, fire department from another town over. They came out, but by the time they came out, she was already up in flames, just a burning. And they let it burn. There was nothing they could do. They let it burn. Thank God it had brick firewall in it, and it actually stopped before it made it to the next door over. So it burnt the whole building down, but it didn't burn the rest of the buildings that were next to it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know you folks got a lot of things to do today. So do I. It's obvious I got to tear my whole place apart again looking for my checks. If not, I got to boot scoot boogie up to the bank, have them print me out some. For now, I can't believe this. I knew it. The other day I was throwing all kinds of paperwork away, shredding it. I just hope to God I didn't shred something, shredded a thing of checks. When I plug that shredder in, I get angry, right? I've shredded all kinds of stuff, diplomas, and stuff from the White House, and Wurlitzer Awards. And I just went crazy. I shredded everything. But then again, this is a movie channel, and well, if I want to make up a movie or anything, I can. I'm going to let all you folks have a great day. God bless. And remember, Delphi, we have a new suspect. Now, I know a lot of you people in the Delphi case are going to say, this is crazy. How can you put, because the case is still ongoing and open. And the guy, we're looking for suspects that fit the demeanor of the crime that was committed in Delphi. Now, it very well might have been Richard Allen. Very well may have, but he also may have had help. So until this case is completely 100% over with, Doug Carter calls me on the phone and says, this case is over, Mr. Kramer. No need to look for any more suspects. Then this case goes on, and the list of suspects grow each day. And this is exactly the type of people that we are looking for that would do something like this. Right? So Patrick Scott has now become a suspect in the Delphi murders. And he lived here. So put his pedo ring long. Huh? What did she say? Pickles, what are you saying? They already have sus. Richard Allen? Well, you folks ain't listening to what they are saying. They're so tunnel visioned. Doug Carter and other police numerous times is, do you have the man? What did they say? We have arrested Richard Allen for the murders, but we are investigating other tips and other suspects in this case. That's what he said. He is a pedo. Yes, you're probably right. Pickles. That's why we want to see what is on that box of tapes, of VHS tapes that he's got. Was it just one girl, or was it many? And like I said, these YouTube creators are so wrapped up into they're so wrapped up into the court documentation and all this stuff that's going on with the leakers and everything. I'm like, you guys have already, now you've turned it into the leakers and you've lost your way. It's supposed to be about finding people that would be capable of doing this. And from all the things that the government is saying, it was a ring, possibly. You had Keegan Kline. He got busted with a whole bunch of photos, like 200 something photos of young kids or girls. It makes sense. Right? Let me see what Pickles is saying. He threatened one girl while hanging the other. Maybe. He might have. We don't know yet. We don't know that information yet. Defense leaked. Get him off. I don't know. Why would defense do that? It was a stupid move. If it was so true that this was the icebreaker in the case, they would have kept their mouth shut, and this would have all unraveled in the courts where they couldn't say no. That is admissible in court. You can't use it all. They could have done this in court and sprung the whole thing state was ready to prosecute. So what does that tell you? State was ready for this case against Richard Allen, and defense was not ready. Maybe the judge or whatever wasn't ready, or whoever. Who cares? The state was ready to go forward with this case. It wasn't the state uh, that leaked the photos. And in order that the state was ready for this trial to go forward, the state must have had evidence, and much of it probably, if they were so ready to go forward with this case. And they've been locking people up down there left and right. It wasn't long after Delphi, Chadwell, Kurtz, the rest of these guys that were down there, this little club gang or whatever they're calling it. Yeah, I imagine, Pickles, they were trying to do their best to get their client off. And here's what's funny. Even the FBI said there was nothing into this Odin crap. At least not these tree huggers. This Viking thing. No, I don't know about the MC clubs. I mean, these guys been running their mouths about they belong to some club. So, but the FBI came out and said they didn't see anything in this Odin ruins, and you know, the Odins that worship nature. They didn't see anything in that, so it was probably staged, like we all believe. All right, I gotta get off here. I got some stuff to do. I cannot believe, where are my checks? What did I do with them? I just had them out too last week when I was cleaning out my drawer. They gotta be somewhere in there. Somewhere. Unless I shredded them. Yes, Pickles, have a great day. Pickles, Pickles is never here anyways. I was going to ask if she wanted to be a mod, but she's never here. No, don't take them off in the chat, Pickles. Put them back on. So do you have a house to live in, Pickles? The house didn't burn down, right? Well, you got to work in the... Did you want to be a mod or something? Or? I just think it's too much for one. You know, Little Debbie, Foxy Fox, is the only girl that's ever here. The only mod that's ever here. Day, night, whatever. But she's got a life. You know, she can't be watching me 24/7. I just thought it'd be nice to have a couple mods to just take the headache off of her. One mod is, and I get a lot of trolls in there that. Yeah, I know, and I'm trying to explain to everybody that I only have one mod that's always here. She's like the head mod, but it's a lot for her. Very stressful. Being a mod can be very stressful for people. I'll think about it. Well, think about it. I'm just saying, you don't have to be. I don't know how these people are. They go crazy in other chats to be a mod. I wish they would go crazy in my chat to be a mod. I'm just saying, I don't want, it's too much pressure for one mod. I get a lot of people in here that do nothing but beat on people, beat them down and stuff. You think about it. It's no biggie if you don't want to be. I don't need a lot of mods, but it would be nice to have a couple mods because, like I said, little Debbie is a farm girl. She's got a lot of work to do and everything. She can't be 24/7 every time I go live, be here and everything. And I go live a lot, so I was just trying to help, right? She still had not or whatever, but it's just it's it's stressful, especially when you're getting attacked by people and other channels, and they're attacking you and they're attacking your mods and saying things about your mods. So there's that little squirrel that was on my window today. That's him. He just ran across. He was on my window, crawling up my screen on the window. That was him. I need to get some peanuts. Yep, that's him. It's definitely him. All right, I'm going to get off this contraption. I want to thank everyone for stopping in. Pickles, Prudential Sus. I didn't even see him come in or her. Psychobabble. I'm thanking even Mrs. Cold Truth, who has now become a mod. And I might mod a couple other people, but that's about it. I don't need a lot of mods, but it's nice to have backup. Who else came in? I believe that's about it. Oh, Art of Deduction. The Frenchman. I'm getting confused with Ruckus. The Dutchman. I thank him for stopping in. So thank everybody. And I do like small chats because you can communicate with everybody. Some of these channels I'm in, the chat's just flying by. You can't communicate. You can't have a relationship with your chat when you got thousands of people in there, right? I mean, it's good for business. It's good for views and subs or whatever. You don't get to know each other. You don't get to know. I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know. Maybe I'm not cut out for this YouTube stuff. Just give me a camera and let me create something. I don't know. All right. You folks have a great day. I got some errands to run. Thank everyone for stopping in. God bless. Keep an eye on your kids. Keep an eye on everything. If you see something, say something. Call your authorities. I don't know. You folks have a great day. God bless.